Hey, welcome. So today we're going to dive into a pretty fascinating idea, the fact that a really small vocabulary can be unbelievably powerful. And we're going to do it by taking just one single, super common word and unpacking all of its hidden depths. Let's get into it and see what makes this one little word so special.
I mean, think about that for a second. Could you really describe the entire world with only 850 words? It sounds impossible, right? Talking about everything from science to your feelings, from big business ideas to just daily life, with a vocabulary that's probably smaller than what most of us use before breakfast. But what if that limitation was actually a kind of superpower?
And here's the thing. This isn't just some random thought experiment. It's a real concept. It's called Basic English, and it's a list of 850 foundational words that were specifically chosen for clear international communication. The whole idea is that with just these core words, you can express almost any idea simply and, really effectively.
So, to see how this all works in practice, we're going to put one of those 850 words right under the microscope. Our source material, the Simple English Wiktionary, tells us very clearly that the word quick is on this list. So let's find out what makes this one word so incredibly valuable.
Okay, first things first. We're going to look at quick in the way we use it most often, as an adjective. A word that describes something. And you're about to see that this one word isn't just one idea. Oh no, it's a whole family of ideas, all packed into a single 5-letter word.
So the most obvious meaning, of course, is all about speed. You think of a quick car, a quick runner, it's all about moving a long distance in a short amount of time. Words like fast, rapid, and swift, they all live in this same neighborhood. This is quick in its most physical, most straightforward sense.
But now, let's see where it goes from there. That same word can also describe duration. A quick glance, or a quick meeting. See, here it's not about distance at all. It's about time itself. The event just doesn't last very long. It's brief, fleeting, momentary. Did you catch that? The concept just shifted from physical movement to the abstract idea of time.
And then, get this, quick makes another huge leap, this time into the world of intellect. A quick mind, or being quick on the uptake. This has absolutely nothing to do with running or how long something takes. It's all about mental speed. It means you're clever, astute, intelligent. This right here, this is the kind of versatility that makes a word absolutely essential for a core vocabulary like Basic English.
And believe it or not, there's still another flavor. Quick can describe a quality of energy or liveliness. Think about quick movements, or even a quick personality. It's about being nimble, agile, and just full of life. It's not just about speed, it's about the spirit behind the motion.
Okay, so we've seen what quick can mean. But, one of the best ways to really, truly understand a word is to look at its opposite. By figuring out its edges, we make the center so much clearer.
So let's go back to that intellectual meaning. On the left, you've got the synonyms for a quick mind: clever, sharp, astute. Now look at the right, the direct opposites from our source: stupid, dim, slow, dense. Wow. The contrast just couldn't be more stark, could it? It really drives home how quick implies this mental agility that these other words completely lack.
And what about that sense of liveliness? Same story. On the left, words like lively, agile, and spirited just paint this picture of pure energy. But the antonyms on the right, lethargic, sluggish, lifeless, they do the exact opposite. They describe a total absence of that quick energy.
So yeah, quick is clearly a powerhouse of an adjective. But its usefulness doesn't even stop there. See, the people who designed Basic English chose words that have grammatical flexibility, and quick is a perfect example of that.
Whether it's an adjective or an adverb, it has these simple, totally intuitive forms. You don't need to learn a whole new word for more quick or most quick. Nope, it's just quicker and quickest. It's clean, simple, and super efficient.
Now, let's talk about its use as an adverb, a word that describes an action. You hear people say this all the time. Things like, come here quick, or, as the source gives us, he finished quick. It's a very common, informal way to say that something was done rapidly. And I love this. Here's a fantastic little detail straight from the source material. It includes a note that says, this usage is properly quickly. This is so cool because it shows the difference between how language is often spoken in the real world and the more grammatically formal version. The best part? We understand both perfectly, which just adds to the word's utility.
All right, let's zoom back out. We just went on a really deep dive into a single 5-letter word. So what's the big picture here? What does this all really mean for our 850-word vocabulary?
Well, here's the crucial point. We've just explored at least 4 totally distinct conceptual families: physical speed, the duration of time, mental intelligence, and personal liveliness. And all of that came from one single core word. That right there is the secret behind the power of basic English. The strength isn't in having a unique word for every single little nuanced idea. The strength is in having these highly versatile, incredibly powerful words that can stretch and adapt to cover a huge territory of meaning.
So here's what to take away from all this. Think of simple words like quick as Swiss Army knives, right? They've got multiple tools packed into one small, compact frame. They can express a huge range of ideas, and it's that very flexibility that makes a small vocabulary so surprisingly powerful.
So you see, a core vocabulary, it's not about dumbing things down or limiting what you can say. It's about leveraging the power that's already hidden inside simple words to communicate with incredible efficiency and just clarity. Which kind of leaves us with a final thought to chew on. If the word quick contains all of this meaning, what other simple words that we use every single day are hiding a similar kind of power? What linguistic Swiss Army knives are you carrying around without even realizing it? Thanks for joining me today.